Hello and welcome back to ALW Collectibles. Today we're doing video 3 of Transformers Generation 1 from 1987 Decepticon Terrorcons. This would be Cutthroat. Another very cool and interesting looking Terrorcon. A little bit more normal than the other two so far, but still a little bit out there. And what you get with this one is what you see. You get Cutthroat, who's supposed to be some kind of hawk monster, and a double-barreled magnetizer. Interesting. Released in the 4th year of the Transformer Generation 1 toy line, alongside his fellow Terrorcons. Let's take a look at this guy. I like this one. I like this the way he looks. His color scheme looks really cool to me. Oop, flip his head back up. And it's an interesting note what they did with this. I'll show you that in a second with his weapon. It actually mixes with him to form part of the animal and not just a blaster weapon. These are both supposed to be Decepticon symbols back here. And all of these are built in the design of the Scramble City Combiners. Oop, wrong way. They can be an arm or a leg for any of the Gestalts. And he does have a heat rub symbol. That still works. And what I mean by merging with the weapon was this. This is supposed to plug in here, and that actually is supposed to form his tail. I've seen a lot of videos or photos with it going up his back like this. Officially, you're supposed to put it down behind him like so. So that forms his tail like so. Really cool. Articulation with this one is a little bit fun, because you got the head, nothing in the wings. The foot will go all the way around front and back, as my hand is in the way. And then we have another addition. You can move this piece here to make it look like he's getting ready for takeoff. As he falls flat on his face. Like so. He does have a little yellowing on him, and that's always a cautionary tale I tell to everybody. Light exposure, and people smoked around him for years, unfortunately. This is what happens. You can see the different colored plastic. It's not two different pieces. It's the same piece, just been colorized. Running change, 1988 version, omitted the rub symbol and fills this whole block in because this is an indent. I still love that. This still works. After 38 years, it's in mint condition. It still works. No repro labels, I promise you. I love the molding on this. Looks really cool. Boop. As he falls over again. So, quick little bio on our friend right here. While most Decepticons enjoy trashing Autobots, Cutthroat revels in it. His fighting is so barbaric it scares other Decepticons. He's the only airborne member of the Terrorcons. Along with fellow Terrorcons, he forms the right leg of Abominus. Really cool. And having said that, we're going to take a look at the multiple modes. Of course, you got this hawk creature, his robot, and he can be an arm or a leg. So let's take a look at that. First thing we're going to do is take away his weapon, or tail. Transformation, we're going to make sure this is nice and straight. I'm just going to bring this down so that the knee is on the bottom. And I'm going to separate. I'm going to take the wing joint and just bring those back. The front piece here, I'm going to bring down once and then twice. And that will sit right in the groove. And that is Cutthroat in robot form. And he looks pretty cool. Still very menacing and terrorizing. That's what I love about these guys, though, with the feet. They make such nice heel spurs when they want to fall over. And you can use them to stabilize them. Let's take a look at that in robot form. That looks really cool. And I like that they all have the mouth, nose, and eyes design, even though it's the exact same head on all of them. Not much of the way of molding details except in the wings. And in the back a little bit. Articulation for a robot. Arm. And then, of course, he still has his wiggle waggle. And what's really cool about his gun is you transform that too. There you go. And for him to hold it, you can either hold it down low. If you bring it up any higher, the problem is the way the gun is designed, you have to make sure it's up past this point, or the gun will be in the way. So, really, really interesting. In my opinion, that's a little design flaw, but what do I know? I just buy them. And we're going to transform him into the two components now. And to do a leg, sorry, an arm first, open these. These need to come to the outside now, like so. Forgot to zoom out. And then you take the head down. And that's in arm mode. And I'm not a real big fan of that. I never was. The problem is if you have these on the inside, they will be in the way. You can have it angled, of course, either way you want. And you cannot have these in because they're going to block the pin. That's why I like him better as a leg. The only fun thing about this is you can actually put his gun back on him in this mode. And when you have the hand there, he has a blaster attached. So, your call. You do as you wish. Leg mode. This comes up. These come back. This comes all the way around. This comes all the way around. And this closes. And then I bring these down to match. And that's his leg mode. It's just his robot mode closed. Fun, fun, fun. So again, this is video 3 of 6. Let me know in the comments where you first encountered the Terrorcons. Was it the comics, the cartoon, the toy line? Maybe a friend had one or two that you thought were really cool. Like I say, I tell people the truth. I first encountered them in the Transformers cartoon. Grimlock's new brain is the first time you see them. Is in Unicron's head when the Decepticons are utilizing them. This has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel subscribers. I do appreciate it. Much more content heading your way. We are going to be focusing on some newer stuff soon, but I wanted to do some of the older stuff because I've been having a nostalgic feel, and hopefully you have too. Have a good one.